Hi, Matthew from SimpleFit here again. Today I just want to talk to you about the role of technology and how we can actually help you get fitter. So there's lots of technology out there and it can do all sorts of things to help you understand where you're at and how you're going. It can track your steps, the distance that you've walked, your active minutes, your heart rate, the exercise that you do, your weight, your body fat, and all of these things are out there. Now I know that there's a lot of articles that say that these things aren't accurate and that they're no good, but my comment is these things can play a huge role in helping you understand where you're at and how you're going. And personally, I'm a really big fan, so let me talk you through a little bit about the technology today, how I used it, and hopefully that's good context for you on what you may use to help you track the things that are important to you. So, when thinking about the technology you want to use, there's a few things to take into account just to make sure that you pick the thing that's right for you and get what you need out of it. First and foremost, I suppose it's really understanding what you want to track. What is it that you're wanting to pay closer attention to and make sure that you improve? Is it your steps? Is it your sleep? Is it your weight? It could be many things, but be wary of what you want to be tracking and make sure that the tool that you pick does so. The second thing is make sure that it's aligned to the activities you do. There's no point in buying a watch that's great for running and tracks all running stats if all you do is cycle. So really think about the things that you do and make sure that the device that you do works in context of that. If you're a swimmer, something that's not waterproof won't be much good to you. The next thing that's really important is what sort of apps does it come with? So how do you get to use the information that it tracks? Is there useful tools to make it beneficial for you? Are the apps sophisticated and allow you to get insights that are important for you to help you make improvements and the improvements that you want to make? The next one is, does it partner with anything? So what partnering products and how does it integrate with other applications that are out there? So there's lots of tools out there and you'll find that a lot of these tools work with each other so that they can share information, and that's really important to help you get a holistic view and use the best of certain things to get the best outcome. So knowing how it works with other things in the market's important as well. The other thing is, does it have partnering products? So for example, Fitbit does tracking devices and scales, and a lot of other product companies do that as well. So are there partnering products that let you get a collection of devices from the same place that helps you track a range of things? And then last but certainly not least is the price point. So, is the price point acceptable price point for you? There's very cheap ones, but understand that cheap usually means quality and accuracy, and there's very dear ones out there too. So before you buy technology, just take some time to think through those things, and that'll make sure that you get the right choice for what you're trying to achieve. So, when I first started doing this for myself, the things that were important to me was, as I said, just starting to move again. So, I got a Fitbit Flex because there's two things I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure I was walking more, because that was my first goal. But the other thing I wanted to do was just make sure that I was getting a bit more sleep and sleeping a bit better, because I hadn't been sleeping well for a while. So the Fitbit Flex was my first tool of choice, and then at the same time I also bought the heathier, which was the scale. So that just started to help me understand if I was losing weight and how I was losing it. And believe it or not, for the first 6 months, that's all I used and was all I needed. Now, as I progressed and moved on to more things, when I started running, I started using Endomondo. And that was a good tool because it integrated with the Fitbit family, so I could share the data, and it just gave me a great way to map my runs, see how I was going with running, as well as see the information associated with it and make sure that it was being put into good use with the rest of the information I was getting. Now, as I moved into training and as I started doing weights, then I actually started to get a bit more sophisticated. So that's when I bought the Surge and the Blaze, and they allowed me to track my exercise, get a better view of my heart rate, which started getting important to me to make sure that I was getting good heart rate zones, and also improving my resting heart rate, because that actually became something I wanted to see an improvement in. So for me, I evolved the tools as I needed to. I didn't go over the top to begin with, and I just researched as I needed to start to track new things, and that would be my advice to you. Don't go all out and go crazy, particularly if you're just at the beginning, where I was a while ago, and you're just trying to get moving. Keep the tool simple and just use it to start noting a change and an improvement. The other thing I want to say is accuracy is always scrutinized in these devices. So my comment would be, it's not about it being 100%, it's not about it being super duper accurate. What it's about is tracking the relative difference you can create. Okay, so as you do more, you'll find that you improve, and you can see the shift in either the steps you do, the distance you take, the speed of your run, or the relative move in your heart rate, or the relative move in your sleep. So don't worry about it being super duper accurate. That's not what it's about. It's about the change over time and the difference you make over time, and that's what will motivate you to keep going and show that you're improving. So I suppose the final thing I want to say to you is think carefully about using technology to help you out, because there's a lot of great tools out there, and personally I think they can be of great use to you. My other comment would be is take the time to look at what's out there and think about it in context about what you're trying to do and what you want to track. Personally, I'm a fan. It was a big part of me making some changes in my life, and it still is a big part of me. It helps me understand my resting heart rate. I use it to track my sleep, particularly when I feel like I'm not getting enough. I can see that and I can make some changes. And I use it just to make sure overall I'm staying as active as what I want to be. I also use gym tracking software as well, which I haven't really spoken about here, but there's a lot of supporting apps like that for particular activities that you can look at too. On this slide, look, I have a number of companies out there, and I've included a link to a site that gives you a bit of an overview, but take the time, look through it, and certainly leverage the benefits some technology can bring in helping you get to where you want to get to. My name's Matthew, this is SimpleFit. I'll see you next time. Bye.